travelers. I'm Steve.
And I'm Lisa.
And we are first-time travelers.
And this is part 3 of our series of our Viking River Cruise Grand European Christmas Market Tours.
So we now have received certain documents via email. We've got other items that Viking has mailed to us. So we are just about 13 days out from embarkation. So I want to fill you in on a couple things. First of all, I do want to remind you that Lisa has Parkinson's. So some of the things that we needed to take care of since our last video were involving her case of Parkinson's. So I'll fill you in about that in just a second. That being said, we are 13 days out from embarkation, and we actually depart in 9 days. We added our own extension in the beginning, and we depart. Everything's good with our air flights through Viking. It's just one big thing. When you do this, you're going to lose your transfers. If you fly out when they tell you to and get in the day of your cruise, you're going to have a transfer from airport to the port. We don't have that. We've lost that. So we're going to fly into Amsterdam, and we're going to be there for 3 days. In doing so, we're going to do our own thing, but we've lost our transfers and we'll have to get ourselves to the port, luckily enough, which is located right behind Central Station in Amsterdam. Okay, so that we can all understand, roughly 30 days out from your trip, embarkation, you're going to get a series of things. First of all, you're going to get the luggage tags. You get 2 luggage tags, Viking River Cruise luggage tags that you'll need to make sure you put on your bags, because they're going to notice those, and your host, the tour person at your location, is going to make sure that they see your bag with that. They're very red and it's easy to see them. The other thing that you get is embarkation tags for all of your bags. Every single bag that you're going to put in your room, that's even carry-on, everything has to have an embarkation tag on it. It'll have your booking number, it'll have your room number, your name. So those all have to go on. Those don't need to go on until you get to the port. So don't put those on before you check in your bags. Put them on right before you get on the bus from the airport or when you get to the port. Next, 15 days out, you should get an email. That email basically says, hey, we're glad that you're going with us. And as you can see, it's pretty bland, but it does confirm that you're going on the cruise. The very next day, we received another email, and it basically told us that we needed, and as you can see, we needed to confirm that we had all the excursions we wanted. Do understand, you can book excursions from the very first day that you've registered on myvikingjourney.com, and you can even change them. That's one luxury. We had one excursion in Kinderdijk that was canceled. They refunded us, and then I purchased a different one. So know that you can vacillate back and forth between excursions. What I noticed, they added, from the date that we registered and I paid for everything, excursions, they added excursions. And sadly enough, they sold out. One was in Cologne, climbing to the top of the church tower. So easy enough, we'll be down on the ground. So that's 14 and 15 days ahead. As time creeps up, you will need to consider a couple of other things. You're going to need to know what airline you're flying and what luggage regulations they have. Economy usually is one weight, and business first class is a different weight. As we said in our other videos, we changed our flights from premium economy to business. In doing so, we went from a 50-pound weight limit to a 70-pound weight limit. Just to segue off on luggage, we also made a decision we're only going to take one large check-in bag. We're going to scale down what we're doing, in particular, so that Lisa can get around easily without towing a big bag. It's all part of the equation. Another thing you need to do is consider contacting the airline directly for any accommodations you need in transportation inside the airport. Due to Lisa's Parkinson's, she feels much more comfortable in not having to do any kind of long walks to gates. So I contacted the airline that we're flying with, and they were more than happy to accommodate us. So once we get to check-in, they should have a wheelchair for Lisa, and we should be able to be pretty mobile. Another little thing that I wanted to let you know about, I'm sure some of you already are aware of this, but if you have an iPhone, in messages, if you put in a message, I message myself, that's what I've got here, I message myself notes. One of the things you can do, even if you send it to maybe your spouse or a loved one, you can put in the air flight code and LH 142. It would be Lufthansa Flight 142. When you send that, you can highlight it and the current status of that flight and map will show up in your iPhone. So it's nice to have, as of game day, to see what's the status of your flight. It's something that could help you in the long run. So with all of that, we are rather excited. We're literally 9 days away from being there. We're probably even 8 days away from our flight. Just as a little tiny side note, I mentioned before, our flights have changed quite a bit. So make sure that you confirm online your flight code with the airlines, that they have you all taken care of, and make sure your flights aren't going to change. We're looking very forward to all that we're doing. We're excited that you'll be joining us. Thank you for all of you that have subscribed to our channel, and those of you who have watched our videos in the past. We'll keep you up to date on all that is coming with our Viking River Cruise. So, on behalf of Lisa, I'm Steve. We are first-time travelers.
Merry Christmas.